rest of the team. There's like this huge space here and all these players. So that could be a problem. And who distributes the ball? So what was it? A corner or? So let's look at that again. So Ibrahimovic misses. The ball comes out of the half box. Valencia is on hand to distribute the ball. He's back in defending. And we've got how many players defending? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we've got Memphis defending when he's not a good defender. And we notice here as well, Van der Wiel is quite far ahead. He's well high up the pitch. Let's look at the formations. They got Van der Wiel as a right back. So already we can see the potential to exploit that and put so we can exploit that, and we'll go with putting our that does mean Depay will probably go to the byline more. We don't want that, but what it does mean though is that he'll be more up front, and that means that we'll be able to transition more quickly because we'll be ready to receive the ball. So we've got our winger doing the first time crosses, getting an early cross for the forwards, but we do want someone up there supporting Martial because there was that huge space, and we want him supported more easily. So it's not going to really hurt too much if Depay is up front here because he doesn't do a lot of defending. Look at his defensive attributes again. He's not a very good defender, and his work rate isn't great anyway, like to come back and defend anyway. So I think we'll see some results out of that. So let's go back to the pitch and confirm changes and play. And a lot of people don't watch the games properly. They put it on key highlights or don't even do that. And you can't hope to succeed at making good tactics if you don't actually analyse the matches, if you don't watch the matches. Kind of disappointed there from who was that? Depay. We should focus on Depay and see how we're getting on there with that whole plan with regards to transitioning. We want to pay special attention to transitions because it's really the whole deal when it comes to counter-attacking. So look, we've picked up Depay. He supports. He moves to the left. And Martial almost picked him up, but he didn't do very well because he's not that way inclined. We've got Memphis coming back. See that? Let's pause it right there. That was very good. That attacking duty got Memphis to behave much more like we want him to behave in the transition, and he was more on hand. That was really good. Exploiting the space. Oh my god, how did he miss that? But I want to go back to that point because we're using our mentality and our shape and our roles. Is this some sort of transition here? It is as well. Go back. Right. How did the ball get played? Was it Cavani that played the ball? So let's start from here, where they basically lost the ball to us. Limited defender, Chris Smalling punts it. Then that's the transition starting. Martial loses the ball because he's shit in the air. And then it's Mata. And then you notice these two central players starting to run forwards. That's what we wanted from them. And we're going to have a lot of players in the box by the final third. Look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players coming into the box. This is really good. It didn't work out, but we'll play on now. And there was a throw in, and I think are we live now? Yeah, we're live. Okay. You notice as well we don't have the possession, which is part of the tactic. You see that there? We got our the near post, attack the near post to work there because we sent it into the near post, flick on, and then Chris Smalling, was it Chris, where is he? Smalling did it. That's what we wanted from him. And Jones almost scored, which is what we want. We want to score up for a corner. Although it's not part of the. Anytime I score from set piece, I like just write it off. Like it's not part of the tactic, and it's just like bingo, really. But we can make it less bingo by setting up our tactic correctly in the set pieces. Really fast. Look at the player surging forward. He's holding up the ball. That's good. He's moved into the channels and he's opened up massive space for Valencia. That's great. That's what we wanted. So that moving into channels actually isn't so bad, and that is actually quite good. So we're stretching the defence with the moves into channels, and we're opening up space for the central midfielders to come in and get on the end of pullbacks or cutbacks, as they call, whatever they're called. I don't know. And Schweinsteiger's playing excellently, doing his role just like I wanted him to. Sitting in front of the defence, blocking access to Ibrahimovic's feet. You see there, that was part of the support role I chose for Valencia. He crossed the ball there, where my mouse cursor is, and not there. And when you're on the transition, say our Valencia's come up here, we want him to cross from there and not from there, because by the time you get to the byline, all their defence is ready, to receive the ball. If we're crossing from here, there's more space, and arguably there's not enough space there. So we could add on the early crosses thing to get more balls in behind the defence. That's a good point, actually. We don't want aerial balls for Martial. We want to change the tactics so that the crosses are low. So that's a good team instruction. So we go to crosses here, and we want low crosses. I don't know what whipped crosses does in terms of how low it hits the ball, but we do want to hit the ball with pace. So that might be a choice, but we'll go with low crosses for now and see how that changes things. And you notice I just made one little alteration, and that's all I needed to do. Didn't need to overcomplicate things. Got Mata out there, that's good. He's going to be offside, I think. No, he's not. Oh, yes. Memphis coming inside there. Jones doing his job. Smalling doing his job. This is going very well, I think, so far. We've had the better chances in the match, and we're defending excellently. Smalling is extremely reliable. I really like Smalling. I'm not getting rid of him. It's not because I went to school with him. Oh dear. Well, that wasn't good. That was nearly a goal. But, you know, there's certain things you can't prevent, like Ibrahimovic. He's not easy to stop. That wasn't part of the attacking free kicks. That whole thing. I don't know why they did that, but we've got a lot of players in the box, and the defenders are overloaded basically, and you want to create overloads so that. Oh, that was a really bad challenge from Mata, but he's not a good tackler. And he did stop their attack, so that is good. That's a good part of it. Martial takes a long shot. Does the defender takes a long shot? That's all right. And that was the first long shot of the game as well. Like, we don't want a lot of long shots. Don't know if you remember, like FM13 or maybe 14. Like, it was hard to prevent people from taking long shots. Penalty, great. I don't know how that happened, but I think it was a little bit harsh, but we'll take that, and that puts us in a great position. If we can score here, who is it going to be taking it? Martial? Let's have a look. Yep, that's what we want. We want him scoring goals. We want him to feel confident. That was a decent penalty. No, it wasn't a good. It wasn't a good penalty. Actually, it was really bad. It looked better from where we were before. But you notice the PPM places shots came into how he hit the ball. Someone with good technique and finishing like Martial is good to have him on. Good to have him on places shots. If you've got a powerful striker like a target man type like Zlatan, shoots with power is better. Because strength does come into how hard they can hit the ball, how fast they can deliver the ball. Good tackle by Van der Wiel. We need to pay attention to Memphis again and how he's affected Van der Wiel, because he's definitely going to be pushing him back basically and stopping him from coming down and overloading my fullback. Sure. Was that Darmian that got done there? Whoever that was stopping the cross coming in, that was good. Memphis. Weren't able to transition there, but that's not a big deal. Hopefully we get tackled in transition now. But so far we've not been able to score from open play, though we have seen some positive signs. We've had 2 clear-cut chances as well. Smalling able to out-jump Zlatan, which is good to see. Valencia is not having a good game though, I noticed. Good play by Schweinsteiger, nice and cool on the ball. Oh, well, that's great. Oh, he should have put that away. But yeah, we saw there that we exploited space behind the defence using Mata, which you don't get if you play attacking football so much because they are pinned back in their box from your high defensive line. Saw there Valencia holding up the ball because of his really high strength. He's got good balance as well. Oh yes, very good. So we're having a really good game here. We might not score from open play yet, but we're actually playing really well, and we're playing just like I wanted to see. So far, even though we've not actually got any goals off our counter, we've basically done what we're looking to do, and that's really important and crucial, basically, to proving that our tactic is correct. Our players are very tired though. That can be a worry. Why is Martial coming back and defending? That's not good. We might try switching Martial to poacher, and then stick him on dribble more as well, so that he does that running that we were talking about before. Very good by De Gea. That was really, really good. Coming out and commanding his area, claiming the high ball, and that was just despite the only the goalkeeper defend role. Went to the byline there. That was a bit disappointing. So yeah, I think we might do some little changes here. First of all, we're going to go with hit early crosses. The problem with early crosses and passing space is, well, firstly, the early crosses. If you hit the cross too early and there's not enough players in support getting on the end of the cross, then it's not any good. That's a potential problem with it. But we're going to try it, and I think that makes them cross more often. So it gives them the instruction to cross more often. And we were going to go with, oh shit, cancel. Right, we'll do this first. Let's make Martial poacher. Yep, and let's make the white players cross early. And we should see some positive changes here. Now I'm possibly thinking about changing my defensive setup here with the fullbacks, but and I noticed a little bit that there was a little bit of lack of support when there was like all these players in the box and no one there to mop up, because these two were already in the box and Schweinsteiger was too deep. Might be better to have Darmian on support or Shaw on support. Bit worried that Darmian's picked up a card. He's also a bit tired. He's not having a very good game either. But he is the best player we've got, and I'm not too keen on putting on Varela. No, not Varela. Yeah, it would be Varela, because his defensive ability is not very good. He's more suited to attacking football, where you're talking about using overloads on the crossing on the flanks in the channels and getting the overlap in. So we could switch Jones to switch Jones to right back. He's very good for fullback defend. We could do that, and then we could switch out Darmian for a centre back, Rojo, and we might benefit from Rojo's additional aerial ability. Rojo, I think he's improved quite a little bit. Oh no, his marking's actually gone down. Yeah, we'll do that. And I don't know, 16, 17 or 14. Rojo has 16, 18 and 15. So he's actually a better defender in terms of limited defendability compared with Jones. So actually switch out Darmian, so we don't want anyone sent off. Bring on Rojo, switch Smalling and Rojo, so that Rojo, as he's on this left side, so he's left-footed. That's good. I don't know what the actual effects are of having, perhaps if I had a right footer here, he'd be more likely to pass out to Bahai. It's easier, and you don't have to rotate as much. Yeah, so say Rojo wanted to play a ball down to Depay. If he's left-footed, he has to rotate his body to the left before he hits the ball. Whereas if he's right-footed, yeah, maybe we could try that actually. So the opposite footedness in the defenders will see the ball played out to the wide areas more. That's what we want. And then Jones obviously on defend, and then we can have Depay supported on the flank by Shaw. Chris Smalling's absolutely knackered. There's not a lot we can do. We could bring on. We have not got any other centre backs really. We could use possibly Fellaini as a makeshift centre back. He has got decent attributes for it. And he'd definitely challenge Zlatan then in the air. But Smalling's having such a good game and we're winning. I don't think we need to do anything. I noticed that Depay is having a pretty awful game though. So, and he's knackered, and yes, it might be time to bring on one of these two and see how they get on. I think Mitchell was faster. It's worse mentally. There's not much in them. I think Mitchell was a better player. Yeah, I think Mitchell was a slightly better player, although he's not a good finisher. He's not as good a finisher as Marcus Rashford. Yeah, we'll use his pace and possibly switch him later for Valencia. Although Valencia's having a decent game, so midfielder's getting tired, so we might just leave it there. We'll see how we get on. And this doesn't affect our defence at all, so we shouldn't really concede by replacing an attacking player with a youngster. It just makes us maybe less likely for anything to come off good from him. Yeah, I want to just pick you up. So 2 changes there, a couple of tactical changes, and we should see some positive results, even though we've got Mitchell on. Very, very impressed with the defensive play by my players. They're performing exactly how I wanted them to. De Gea punching, should have claimed that with his hands. Wow, that Matuidi's a bit lethal from range. I don't think I should replace. Shouldn't really replace Martial. He's having a decent game because he scored. He's going to be confident. He's just not had. He's not produced anything when it mattered yet, though. In the outfield game. Wow. So they're kind of a bit of a threat from range, but we're happy for them to shoot at range. What I could do is bring across Smalling to replace him with Jones, and then I could put on bring down Valencia. Valencia, I think he's a better defender as well is he better than Varela at defending? 11, 9 and 12 versus 10, 14 and 12. No, Valencia's a better defender. A lot of tired players. And I don't want to take off Smalling really because it's just a beast and he's doing really well. Rashford. No, we're leave on Martial. Leave on Valencia. Leave on Mata. Schneiderlin or Schweinsteiger. They're knackered. Could really use a fresh guy in here. Could stick on Schneiderlin into Schweinsteiger, but they're both knackered. That's annoying. The only guy that can go into DLP defend is Schneiderlin. We haven't got anyone else. Herrera can't really do it very well. What should I do? Fellaini. Of all the players likely to come on, I think it's Fellaini. So Schneiderlin hasn't really done anything. I'm gonna bring on Fellaini for Schneiderlin. I'm gonna say no pressure. Wow, should have done a lot better with that. Free header. They're really desperate for a goal, aren't they? They try to score from distance a lot. But maybe that's because that's the only place they can score from because we're doing so well defended.